Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
The state rolls out nearly $200 million in funding to fix 78 bridges across the state, and the project getting the most money is in Wayne County. Glad to have you with us for Local 4 News at 6. We hear a lot about fixing the roads. When it comes to some of our local bridges, repair is not really an option.
Yeah, a lot of them need to be replaced, like the Miller Rotunda Bridge next to the Ford Dearborn truck plant. $66 million is going toward completely redoing that stretch. Mara McDonald is live in Dearborn tonight. Mara, that bridge is, what, at least 100 years old, right?
And Kimberly, it looks it. Let me show you. First of all, look up, way up. You can actually see daylight coming through this bridge. And if you come down and take a look over here, you can see all these new supports that have been put in here as sort of Band-Aids to keep this thing up and running.
All 78 of these bridges are locally owned, the funding coming from the state as part of its bridge bundling program. And we're not talking temporary fixes either. For structures like the Miller Road Bridge, the Band-Aid phase is over.
The county, we had to close that bridge roughly in 2017 just to do some emergency repairs, and we reopened it in the spring of 2018. However, at that time, our consultants let us know, you're on life support.
The state determined which bridges were at the top of the list and were prioritized based on regional mobility and safety. The Miller Road Bridge made the top of the list, no surprise to anybody who drives it regularly.
I travel this every day, so I'm glad they're going to fix it.
The $66 million redo means the entire superstructure will be rebuilt.
We're looking at, for a total brand new bridge, you're probably looking at a 2-year construction cycle.
Back here live with that 2-year construction cycle expected to start in fiscal year 2023. We're live in Dearborn tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Okay, Mara, thanks.
Well, Storm Tracker 4 showing a lot of green right now. Showers moving across southeast Michigan.
Yeah, they may not be with us much longer, though. Andrew's here with a look at the timeline. Andrew.
Kimberly and Devin, you're absolutely right, because some of that rain is coming to an end in many communities as we speak, especially during these next 30 to 60 minutes. We still have some showers strewn across the area, not as widespread, though. Some dry air now filtering in here. We're getting a bit of a break right here in Detroit, but as you can see, we've got a line of showers that's moving through parts of Oakland County into western Wayne County, from Taylor up to about Pontiac. This is going to move at around 20 to 25 miles per hour. So right here in Motown, we're not done with the rain just yet. It's moving at around 20 to 30 miles per hour. And at that pace, places like Dearborn Heights, Redford, Southfield, and right here in the city of Detroit, we'll see some of these raindrops fall at least gently. Not too much in the way of heavy rain, but still enough to keep us on our toes for the evening commute. Rain being reported over at the airport and a cool 54 degrees right now. It's also a little tough to see. Many areas have received nearly a ½ inch or more of rain, but it comes to an end shortly after dinner time, 7, 8 o'clock this evening. So how much chillier does it get tonight? Any more rain for tomorrow or Friday for the Tigers? More on that and your 7-day forecast in minutes.
Andrew, thank you. A big battle is creating concerns for many living at the Knob in the Woods apartment community in Southfield.
When management changed hands, tenants claimed their utility bills soared, and some feared eviction if they can't pay right away. So they called our consumer investigator, Help Me Hank, to get a few answers.
Hank joins us live. Hank, I know you've been working on this all day. I understand you just heard back from the management company. What'd they say?
And Kimberly, Devin, we absolutely did. And the main headline in all of this is the management company acknowledges the problem and is going to work with those tenants. Here's the deal. People looking at the meter saying, hey, it's reading one thing, my bill says something different. What is going on? Here's what we know.
It's totally unfair to everybody.
To say these people are stressed out is an understatement. They're worried they'll soon be forced to move.
They gave you the bill one day, you went to sleep and woke up and you have to pay it. Yeah. So it's been very stressful.
Many of the people you see sitting here today with me calling Help Me Hank very concerned about their utility bills. Here's what happened. This complex, Knob in the Woods in Southfield, changed ownership, and Village Green took over management in December. Since then, those living here say they haven't received utility bills until recently. And when they did, they were shocked.
Yeah. My bill together, my water and gas averages $70, $80 a month. Okay. I figure I get a bill maybe $300-$400, something like that. What do you get? $777.70.
The bills, they say, doubled and in some cases tripled from what they normally pay. When I went to the office on site, the receptionist knew exactly why I was there.
They called y'all about the utilities, huh?
No answers here, so I went to Village Green's corporate office in Southfield. A short time later, I received a detailed statement. Part of it reads, "In this case, we are helping resolve any delayed utility payments through flexible and customized payment plans. Together with the property owner, we are partnering with residents to help identify solutions and resources to work through any questions and concerns and ensure that no resident is burdened with financial hardship related to delayed utility billing." The good news, no evictions, payment plans now in place, and we're learning what may have caused that price jump. So right now, the management company is saying they are working with the utility company to figure it out. Residents believe that they are now being billed based on the bill for the entire complex rather than their individual buildings. That investigation is moving forward. Again, I heard about this problem because the tenants there knew to email Help Me Hank and also to call my tip line. If you have an issue you need me to investigate, the number is 313-634-WDIV. You can also email me directly at helpmehank@WDIV.com. We're live here tonight. Hank Winchester, Help Me Hank, Local 4.
Hank, before you go, that's a real big surprise to have your utility bill double and sometimes triple. I'm wondering if anybody there lost service due to the fact that they maybe couldn't pay.
No, they haven't. But the people that I talked to today, they were really worried that because they're not paying this bill, that they were going to be forced from the unit. And Village Green telling us tonight that is not going to happen. They're going to work with these people, and we want to make sure that happens moving forward. Yeah, back to you.
Okay. Hank, thanks.
Well, silence today from the jury weighing the case of the 4 men accused of plotting to kidnap Governor Whitmer. Day 3 of deliberations has come and gone. No verdict. Sean Lay, live right now in Grand Rapids with a little perspective on what that could mean. Sean, we can only imagine the discussions going on, of course, behind closed doors.
Wouldn't you love to be in there? But that's not the case for anyone right now. But look, we're talking about a complex case, Devin. We know that. So could the jury be taking 1 day for each juror? They're up to 4 days now, starting tomorrow. Or another question could be, is there a holdout in that jury room?
Every hour, every day this goes by, and you think that there's some division, it gets harder and harder to imagine that those jurors are going to be convinced to cross the line.
The lives of these 4 men are truly in the hands of the jury that continues to deliberate. Federal prosecutors investing time, money, so much energy in presenting their case to the jury that the plot to kidnap Governor Whitmer was real. Defense attorneys putting up a strong fight. The 12 men and women have given up 3.5 weeks of their lives serving on this jury. Local 4 legal analyst Neil Rockine says the key is if deliberations go on Thursday and then Friday.
If the jurors make it through the weekend without a verdict, I think that suggests to me, if I were trying to predict, that there's significant division that's unlikely to be resolved in the jury room.
Very interesting perspective there, but we've got to take it a day at a time. So day 4 deliberation starts bright and early tomorrow morning, 8:30 in Grand Rapids. We'll be there, and we'll let you know when there's a verdict. Live tonight, Sean Lay, Local 4, back to you.
The wait continues. All right, Sean.
State Representative Mary Cavanaugh faces a drunk driving charge. The Redford lawmaker was arrested February 25th in Livonia. Police say Cavanaugh was driving, swerving on I-96 with 2 flat tires. They say she was asked to perform sobriety tests, but those results have been redacted. It's the second time Cavanaugh has been arrested on suspicion of drunk driving. Back in 2015, she was sentenced to probation and community service after pleading guilty to a drunk driving charge. Cavanaugh's next court hearing is April 21st.
Now to the coronavirus as the state releases its only data update of the week. Remember, it's gone to now just on Wednesdays. The state reporting 3,215 new cases over the last 5 days. So the average standing at 643 cases each day in Michigan. 70 more Michigan deaths reported over that same time period. Meantime, the FDA's Vaccine Advisory Panel just wrapped up its all-day meeting on the future of boosters in the United States. There was no vote at today's meeting. Instead, the FDA asked its panel of outside experts to weigh in on where we go from here.
Although we've seen a major decline in the number of COVID-19 cases in the country, the virus continues to circulate, and all evidence points to the fact that it will continue to do so and will potentially cause waves of an increased number of cases at points in the future. This is particularly of concern as we head into the coming fall and winter season.
Of course, we reported last week health experts okayed a second booster shot for people age 50 and older. Shortly after that decision, Dr. Marks said that another round of boosters will likely be needed in the fall.
Well, tonight a Detroit neighborhood is on edge as a suspected arsonist remains on the loose. The crime happened last month on Lawton Street near Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. This is a surveillance video. As you see there, male suspect walks up to a black 2008 Dodge Caliber and just sets it on fire. Police say he may have suffered burns himself on his arms and face while committing this crime. If you know anything, please call Detroit Police or Crime Stoppers. That number, 1-800-SPEAK-UP.
Crazy video. Still to come here at 6, a student's hard work pays off just in time for a big event. Here's Priya Mann.
It's been a challenging journey for a River Rouge Honor Roll student to get to this Detroit boutique. She'll be going to prom in style, but we'll tell you what she plans to do after college that made this donation possible.
But before we go to break, a quick reminder to check out our newscast at 7 a.m. streaming on Local 4+. Rhonda, Evrod, the whole crew, streaming weekdays on your smart TV or your streaming device. Just download Local 4+ and tune in at 7 a.m.